Greetings, tax tip lovers, and welcome to this week's top property tax tactics in just 5 minutes. Come, gather around people to ponder how COVID-19 is refocusing attention on the tax problem all property owners face, how to pass your lifetime's work to your family. I believe we can all agree that if we did a 5-year plan back in 2015, it would not have ended up here. And Benjamin Franklin was spot on back in 1789 when he said the only two constants are death and taxes. Well, as youth is wasted on the young, my experience suggests wisdom is wasted on the old. Some learn, but most don't or won't. You can learn from the past, or you can just hope, but hope is not a strategy. And as Wayne Gretzky said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I worked through property crashes in the 80s, 90s, and noughties. There's no property knowledge that's not common, and here's what I've learned from 30 years in and around the property tax world. Wealthy property owners will ride out any storm, just like they did in 89, 95, 2008, and will likely exit this one stronger and richer. And jealousy is a wicked emotion. For the rest of us, there are 3 stages to life and to property tax. There's waking up, there's growing up, and there's cleaning up. Most property owners I've met would admit to at least some element of good fortune early doors. The luckiest were those who inherited an established property portfolio from, say, mum and dad. How difficult can that be? Well, from what I've seen, it wasn't always straightforward. If mum and dad had properly planned for the 40% inheritance tax that had to be paid before probate was granted, before their sons or daughters could inherit their property legacy, then things were off to a great start. But sadly, most parents don't do that. They love their kids, so they give them 60% of everything they've worked their entire lives to create, which implies a real fondness for the taxman, who gets the other 40%. Just think about it for a moment. If you have 2 children or more, then HMRC is likely the primary beneficiary of your lifetime's work. Worse, properties may have to be sold to pay death duties to HMRC regardless of the state of the property market, and that can be painful. That's the waking up. The second wave of COVID-19 is happening right now in the UK and across Europe. If you're listening to this and you believe property prices are going to be higher by Easter or whenever the SDLT bribe ends, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Might be good to do it anonymously to avoid self-identifying as insane. To make matters worse, rates of capital gains tax are all but certain to rise in the spring budget. Brace yourself, tax tippers, for a likely doubling of rates of CGT, which must now be paid within 30 days of property sale, or HMRC charges interest and penalties. So here's where the cleaning up comes in. Serious property tax advice is a must for anybody aiming to create a legacy to pass to their family when they die. HMRC is the biggest beneficiary of a lack of planning by property owners, and COVID-19 is stealing lives right now in the UK and all across the world. Property tax advice comes with costs, but only 2. The cost of doing nothing and the cost of doing something. Well, with properly constructed advice by chartered tax advisors who specialize in property tax, the savings likely far outweigh the costs. If you think the cost of employing professionals is expensive, it's as nothing compared with the cost of using amateurs. As the property tax planner said to the accountant, "I'll see your accomplishment and raise you one." It's time to take action to sort your property tax planning, and here's how. You can do nothing and stay in the exact same place and pay a shed load of tax unnecessarily, or you can follow the link above for a free power hour review with property tax experts who are ex-PwC and ex-HMRC, and will make your property tax planning like it was our own. And that's our take on the second wave of COVID-19 and why we believe you need to take action, tax tippers. So volume up, time to hit the link, and here's Marshall Mathers accompanying a clip of Joaquin Phoenix's Oscar-winning performance as the Joker to help you lose yourself in the music, the moment. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. All right, stay bright. Catch you again for breakfast next week. Ta-ra!